BPO3 is supported by Timber King Sawmills. For more information on my 1220 CRZ mill, or one of many Foley hydraulic options, go to timberking.com. Well, good morning to you. Today's Sunday, and normally I don't do much on Sundays, but a friend of mine asked me to help him put in a culvert and maybe take down some trees. So he's got some land that's got a small creek running through it, but the creek itself is it's washed down really deep. So it's got like if I recall correctly, last time I saw it was about 15 feet or so down, maybe 10-15 feet wide. So he bought a 7.5 foot by 16.5 foot culvert for $900 rather than spending like $6 grand to build a bridge or to purchase a bridge structure to put across it. In the plans change video, the recent video, the punched in the face video, that was the title of it. I said in the beginning that I love quotes, I love famous sayings. They kind of give you a perspective. They kind of put you on a path, on a direction if you focus on them. And I love famous quotes. I love inspirational quotes and stuff like that for that very reason. They're just fun to think about, and they generally put you in a good mindset. Me anyway. Well, I found one that might just be the greatest quote of all time. Definitely one of the best ones that I've ever read. And it is by a gentleman by the name of Alan Watts. And he said that the greatest risk of all is spending your life not doing what you want to do on the bet that you can buy the freedom to do it later. Alan Watts. Wow, there's a lot to unpack there. The greatest risk of all is spending your life not doing what you want to do on the bet that you could buy the freedom to do it later. Whew. Oh, that one hits home. That one hits home. At my friend's house, but I wanted to jump out and show you. We're on a road that's very little population. So if you're not familiar with what Kudzu is a Japanese vine that was imported into Mississippi to stop erosion. If I'm not mistaken, that's the story. But it takes over everything. It is absolutely destructive. All of this is Kudzu. I don't know what was once here, but nothing will survive where Kudzu is. You can see Kudzu's climbing up all these trees. It'll get into these trees and smother all these trees over here. It's draped over this right here. It'll smother the tree and drown it out from any type of light, and it'll completely kill the tree. It'll be a standing dead tree before too long. And then a couple years later, well, it'll fall down. But if humans were just, you snap your finger and remove humans from this planet, I think all of Southeast United States eventually would just be completely covered with Kudzu, completely covered. It'll destroy and kill everything. Nothing around here other than like goats eats it. So, and not only that, but it spreads so fast. It grows like a foot a day, and then it keeps re-rooting itself and then branching off, and roots and branches off, and it just multiplies. It's insane. One of the greatest negative impacts to ever come to this state of Mississippi. So this is an old, you said it's gas or water, do you know?
I think it's a water tank.
Old water tank. About 7.5 by about 16.5. And he was pulling it down with the excavator, lifting up just a little bit, pulling this way as I was pushing. And it's got to go in this hole. So this is deep. This is, I'm already 6 feet under. He's already sloped this up. I'm already 6 feet under ground right now. And got a creek that runs through here. Going yonder way. Big culvert's gonna just sit here and be pretty. Mound it over. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to work. Although, I come out here and I'm looking at logs. Wonder what that would look like on the inside. Okay. And there's another one up here that he took down. I may have to come back and try and snag these. The problem is multiple trips, and I don't really have a trailer that I could put the tractor and the logs on, so I'm not too sure if this is an ash or a hickory. It's got that like almost like expanded metal look to the bark, which is typical of ash, like that right there. I'm not too familiar with the leaves just yet. Anywho, that's interesting. He's opening up that corner just a little bit. The initial path down here kind of comes in line with this. We need to tweak it just a little bit to go from here to right about there. So we're basically inside these two stumps, and hopefully we can roll it down in there. We're not entirely sure how to roll it yet, so this is kind of a this might be an America's Funniest Home Videos episode. Hopefully there's no safety issues involved. So the water situation, he said it pools up there just a little bit, but when it rains really heavy, it just washes right through here. As you can see, this tree right here is being undercut from the water down at the bottom right there. But it rushes through here, has a little holding area right here, and then it keeps going. But I see that waterfall and I see the elevation drop on all this stuff, and all I can think of is a ram pump of some kind, maybe a piece of pipe powering a washing machine motor for some electricity. I don't know, I just see some potential there, you know what I'm saying? He is not an equipment operator by trade, but he's a pretty handy guy, longtime friend of mine. So we don't really have a true game plan on this. We're trying to build up a little bit of a berm to stop it from just steamrolling in and plowing into whatever. Hopefully we can get it to stop right at the edge, reassess, and then push it off in.
Hours.
That's it?
That's all.
Guess how many mine's got?
1,000.
440.
Oh man.
And I got it new early 2024. March 2024.
Well, the only thing I really use this for is to move some trees and bush hog. Sure is a pretty butterfly. You should have been here yesterday. You'd have cut a full display. We had the yellow ones and the little blue looking ones. The little spotty wing ones.
This little dude is trying to figure me out. Go for a ride, butterfly? Where are we going?
Move too fast.
Adios, amigo.
You'll be able to get the chain off. I could just chalk it.
Sure.
You'll be able to get the chain off. Hey, the chain is off.
Chain is off. Got a little bit of a berm to stop right here, a little bit of a downhill slope, so we may roll just a little bit. We may roll a lot. Here we go. There she goes.
Oh, who did that and what did he do?
Oh my goodness, the berm worked. The berm has worked. You gonna push it?
Yeah. You think it lined up pretty good?
I think so. There's a little bit more ground on the left-hand side, so it may not go in there horizontal. One side may go down first, but I still think everything looks like we're all right. Because you're the creek is on a little bit of an angle to the driveway here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the left side has a little bit more to travel before it starts to fall. There she goes. It's on the edge.
Still looking good?
Still looking good. You couldn't have asked for a better fall. You could not have asked for a better fall than that. You got the valves on top too on that side. We can wrap around them and roll it if you want the valves vertical.
Yeah.
Or flanges, not valves. You already got water going through it.
That's what I want.
Oh, buddy. That was a little nerve-wracking. Hey, do you want me to rig up so you can pull back? Or? There you go. So those flanges on one side, on the opposite side of the flange there was a hole, which I think is, I don't know where it's at actually. I think it's over there by him. Anyway, the hole he did not want on the bottom, so man, you got water already flowing through it. This is great. You did good, man. This worked out really well. Really well. And that diameter of pipe, I mean, it honestly doesn't matter too much if it's a level or not, or if it's a downward slope or what. I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be real good. You got the washout from this side on this front entrance side over here too. So there's a little washout creek that'll come into this entrance and then go that way as well. Like, this is perfect placement. Perfect placement.
Perfect.
Perfect. You're in between the two stumps.
Oh, careful, you just sink your butt over with nothing.
Got the culvert placed. He is shifting around a little bit of mud. Some stuff down at the bottom right near the entrance he didn't really care for. And then we're going to start backfilling with this over here. On this side, this is all nice and clean, solid material. Back where he's dumping right now, there's a little bit of ooey gooey stuff. And then on the underside of that pile, on the other side, used to be a hole that he filled in, so not all of that material is super usable. But you know what I really want? I really want to grab that log. Brought my chainsaw with me, but I've got no way to load it up and load up the tractor, so I'll have to make another trip out here. I don't know if it's worth it for just that one log, but we got some time for me to think about it. Time for me to go get my chainsaw and say, I'll just get the log. And then on the other side of go away, bug. On the other side of him, and the tree itself looks nice and straight. The whole trunk looks nice and straight. Good saw logs, but it's way over there on the other side and yada yada yada. Well, I don't want to sit around and do absolutely nothing, so I think I'm going to put the GoPro up on the ROPS and I'll start backing this material into the left side of this lane May even back it on down next to his excavator and see if I can't help him out in that regard. Just took a break for lunch, and yeah, looking good. Looking real good.
Oh, she's still running good.
Oh yeah. he dug out a notch in the soil on this side, so that way this log just kind of clicked into place. Still high on that side, got some T-posts and some other stuff. This is like, oh, this is gonna work out well. That log will eventually rot out, but it's gonna take some time. So we're needing a bunch of fill dirt. Not many areas around here we can steal dirt from. So he dug a nice ditch on this side. It's mounded up right now, and we're still a little bit low in the middle. I don't know how much work he's gonna get done before the sun starts to set. It's 5:50 p.m. Been out here since 8 a.m. Well, I pulled up at 8 a.m. Probably got started around 9. Did quite a bit. Now those logs probably won't last forever where they are, but they're doing a good job of allowing us to pack the dirt, or allowing him to pack the dirt on top of the culvert and stopping the initial runoff. So he's going to try and pack this in super tight. Now all this is clay, so if he can get it packed in really good before the first rain, we shouldn't have much of this runoff at all. We're using treated posts stuck in the ground, using the excavator to just push them right into the ground. And anything that he has laying around, he's got some chicken wire around this one, some other mesh around that one. It's all going to be buried, but just something to stop the initial flow of dirt out. I want to keep it on top. But once he gets this packed down nice and tight, and then a slight crown to the top, then I think this will last quite a while. This is not major traffic area. This is just to get like a four-wheeler to the other side, his real small tractor get to the other side, and well, not real small tractor. It's the slightly smaller version of mine. So this is a bad boy tractor. That's actually a Branson. Well, Branson was purchased by TYM, so this is essentially a TYM tractor, but that's like just a smidgen step down his Branson, and 10 years older. So that's pretty much going to be the biggest thing that goes across this. So that'll be fine. We're about 12 feet wide right here. Well, actually more than 12 feet. The culvert itself is 6 foot 6 inches. The pipe, 6 foot 6 inches, and we're about a foot on either side, so about 14 feet of drivable dirt on top. Pretty good day's worth of work though, that's for sure. This whole setup right here wouldn't cut it for, like, you know, DOT approved traffic, but for backwoods country crossings, it's totally fine. It's got him a tripod stand right here, and then somewhere over there I thought I saw a shooting house. There it is, shooting house over there. This is deer country in Mississippi. North Mississippi is incredibly hilly. It's the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. Now, I'm saying hills. No mountains are around here, but it's definitely hilly. Really, really hilly. And we are out in the middle of nowhere. He's got 100 acres out here, and I'm talking about, it's more secluded than our place. You can't hear any other vehicles out here. The occasional excavator beep, but no one else's vehicle traffic, that's for sure. So yeah, we shoved all kinds of stuff around here to build this up and let this all pack down. T-posts, there's some concrete cinder blocks, some other stuff. Just pack it all down. This will last a long time. Yeah, they're logs on the ground. It's gonna rot, but this is gonna last quite a while. Quite a while. And of course, the culvert in the middle, that's gonna last forever. That's a 1/2 inch thick pipe. 1/2 inch thick metal pipe. It was a tank of some kind. I think he said it was a water tank. Fun day though. You know, this type of stuff, it's definitely work, don't get me wrong. But it's fun, it's different, you know? Breaks the monotony. 6:50 p.m. Got here at, I think 8, started around 9. And we have a bridge. We have a bridge. I'm on the other side. I've gone to the other side. Had the grapple on, obviously, so took care of one of the trees that he took down over here. Knocked it over. A little bit of a low spot right there that needs to be built up. This is slightly crowned. You maybe it's not crowned as much as I thought it was. It needs a little bit more finesse, but I tell you what, the bulk of it's done, and he can now access the other side of his property. He's got a nice ditch going over there. Now all the land over here comes down this way, so it's either going to catch this and go in and keep going that way, or bypass it completely and go to that side. Now all this over here is going to catch this ditch, nice little impression, and come in about 15 feet that side of the culvert and then come in this way. Not too bad for a full day's work. That's it for me though. The GoPro batteries are dead and I don't have much battery left on my phone. Man, what a fun day. What a fun day. Tractor time is therapy time. I always say that. It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. A lot of work today. But man, was it a lot of fun.